Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe Buildai-oh from Ressha sentai toQger. I know the series is over, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna finish all the reviews I have backed up, so including Super Mega Force, because that got really backed up. So, yeah, this is my fourth time recording this. Every time either my YouTube cuts me off or my phone cuts me off. So hopefully neither of that will happen. I swear to God, if it happens, I will scream bloody murder. So let's take a look at the box, then the front portion of the Ressha, then the Ressha itself. Here we have the box. Picture of Buildai-oh in the front. The two train halves. Alright, and then on this side shows what you can do with the train and the transformation. Shows combinations into toQger. By the way, I have toQger over here. This thing has missing paint everywhere. I need to get this thing replaced. Like, holy crap, it's in bad condition. Like, look at that. That is kind of... like, even the pink Ressha is in the worst of conditions out of all of them. I had no idea how it got like that, but oh well. At the very least, get a new toQger. I'm not sure about Diesel, but at least get a new toQger. Anyway. Alright. On the bottom, we have Buildai-oh's face on there. Same thing on this side. On the back is pretty much everything you're going to do, and the Reshas that you've been collecting, and all that good stuff. Alright. Whoops. Don't do that. So, let's take a look at the front Ressha. The part that goes in your roleplay toys. Here's the Build Ressha. Different from the one that came with the app rechanger in the fact that it has a bendable crane arm in the different points I'm positioning it in. Yeah, it does bend in these different points. And that's about it. Yeah. And it does have a hole to put it in any of the Ressha gattais. Yeah. By the way, this thing does have elbow joints on it because of the rail set that I got. I'm not sure if I'll review that or not, but oh well. Anyway, I might get the die-cast toQger, because I might get that. Anyway, oh yeah, we can use this in the app rechanger, even though it doesn't officially scan it. It's just that little button. If you're doing it too fast, it won't register. If you're doing it too fast, it won't register, so... And of course, it can be used in toQger. Ressha summoning. And transfer. That's it for that. So anyway, attaching this to the front, here we have the Build Ressha. Very nice, mostly in orange plastic with some white and little bits of gray and black. Oh yeah, blue too. Yeah, it's pretty unique of all the Reshas, I'll give it that. Has quite a lot to it. Not that much, but of course it does have wheels on the bottom. For whatever reason, these wheels down here, minus the exception of this one, are all spring-loaded, so that's a thing. I like it how in the show, when the first time he got it, this thing was out of control. Like, it would constantly go up and down, and then he put a bunch of ropes and stuff, and there's, like, clutter in the cockpit. It's funny, but anyway. Yeah, and then also the bucket arm can, move. You can only rotate it this way, you can't rotate it that way, unfortunately, so mobility is limited. Also, it has this little crane arm that can spin. Anyway, and then the reason it does that I'll show you later, but yeah, this section, these two sections can come off, and this bottom section does have its own set of wheels, so it rolls on its own. And it also has a hitch on this side, hole on this side, hook on this side, so you can attach it in this fashion. Pretty interesting. And then in the show, when it was ever like this, which was only like once, it would just roll up on itself and reattach. Now, there was one time when he did get the drill Ressha back from Shivadets, when the drill Ressha was in the front. There was that time that happened, and this is what it looks like. So you can mimic that. And considering this is my favorite Ressha, you know, I kind of like it. Build Ressha. So yeah, also these bottom parts do come off, and they do have their own shapes to signify where they go. So this one goes in the triangle spot, these two go in the circle spot. Anyway, now for transformation. Now, in order to transform this, what you're going to do is you're going to want to lift up the legs, but don't lift them up like this, otherwise it'll look weird like that. So what you're going to do is hit these two buttons on the inside, these orange buttons, push them downward, and then lift the thing up. And then you can also push the feet out, turn them. Now it's starting to get big, so let me get trying to stand up my camera. And then arms down, and then turn the head. And it's kind of like Gal King, where the head spins, but the face doesn't move with it. So if it did, we would have had head articulation, but oh well. So here we have Buildai-oh. So it's roughly around the same size as toQger over here. Yeah, just for a size comparison. Articulation-wise, standard is the arms moving around. You can push the arms backwards. That's a transformation joint. Move the hands in and out. You can make the legs kick out, but it's kind of weird. Also, you can do this, which looks strange, like he has to go to the bathroom. Yeah. And one attack that he had was like he would eject the bucket and use the bucket breaker attack, I think it was called. And then for Ressha gattais, you can, by the way, this hand can fit a weapon like the Furikimi can. Give him the drill Ressha, and here we have Buildai-oh drill, and I think he used an attack for this one called bucket drill double clash, I think it was. Bucket drill double clash, yeah. And I guess you can also bend the arm backwards as if it's getting ready to charge up. So there's that. Back in you go. There you go. So, yeah, not much to it. But what's left to do with this guy is to combine him with toQger. Now, in order to prep toQger, there's only two things you need to do. Remove the Furikimi and remove the head. I'm going to close this up just for consistency's sake. For now, it's just going to stay closed. So he's going to be headless for now. He's just going to watch, even though he can't really watch because he doesn't have a head. So we're going to completely disassemble Buildai-oh in order to prep it. So take off the arms, and just because these have holes on the inside doesn't mean they can't connect, because there are these little bracings on the side. Touch that, flip that out, put the bucket down, touch the Furikimi to the top, and release the handle, and this is going to be his weapon. Forgot what that's called. So take the crane off of his head, and then what I like to do is I like to spin the head so that it's like that, so that you don't see the head when it's all, or the face when it's all fully transformed. Remove the top section, fold the these little doodads up, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn this, flip this lever down, and that'll allow you to position it that way. Close it up. There you have this section. And then for the feet, or the legs, pull these down. Do that, and then that. There you have this section. Now let's put it all together. So I'm rushing this, forgive me, because I don't want my thing to stop. Anyway, all you gotta do now is attach this to the bottom of the feet where the green and blue Ressha are. Alright, there we go. There you have that. Sorry for the random jump cut. My phone decided to run out of memory, but hopefully now I fixed the problem. Take this combined section, stick it on this side here, or the top part. You can barely see it. Oh yeah, you can barely see that. Alright. There you go. Put the weapon in his hand. I'm going to bend the arm. Those joints are pretty cool. Alright, and then take the face, flip it out. I don't care about the battery. Now what you're going to do is put the crane on the top of the head. Yeah, and then hold the face down. Give it a cool visor too. And then there you have toQger, which is a little disproportionate on this side. Still has about the same articulation, a little bit added since I had those elbow joints. Yeah. Overall, this is what it looks like in full view. And it can use this thing to do an attack called Imagination Express, which was its main finisher. It's pretty big. Now on the show, that part isn't there, so you can remove it. You can remove this part. If I can get to it. Okay, I can't really. Okay, yeah, I can. So yeah, it's supposed to look like that in the show. So in front profile, that wouldn't be there. And then the legs are out of proportion. But I like to put that there for consistency's sake. I'm gonna put it back. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool super combination, but it gets worse from here on, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, he also has cannons on the front end, so which is pretty cool in my opinion. So the toQger Super Cannon. And I like how this name was chosen. At first, Ticket said it was called toQger, but then Akira just shouted to his lungs, "Wrong! It's Buildai-oh!" And I like how that whole thing worked out. It's a pretty long name, too. But, yeah, this thing is pretty big. And it's a little disproportionate from this side, actually from the angle you're seeing it at, but I guess if you raise the camera, it's fine. Like, the bodysuit in the show doesn't make it look disproportionate, but the toy sure does. So that's about it. Overall, this thing is a pretty, Buildai-oh is a pretty good get, and, I say pick it up. It's pretty neat. One thing I will plan to do is hopefully I'm going to get the rest of those lock seeds that I don't have, even though Gaim is over with. I'm not going to worry about any time things anymore, because I've always been worried about doing reviews for current series, but I'm not going to worry about that no more. This is going to be the new me. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Take care.